Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fifth week of English communication reading class, Friday fourth period. Um, Today, we're going to talk about chapter 2 of unit 2, which talks about safe travel. So you should have your textbook open to page 26 today. And at the end of today's discussion, I will again assign you to work on Google Forms for your submission of your assignment. Like I explained last week, whenever you see this sign, stop. You have to stop the video and do the activities in the textbook. And when you finish the activities in your textbook, come back to the video and continue watching it. So let's begin. This is unit 2, chapter 2. We've been talking about travel from last week, which is talking about safe travel. So before you read, you have two questions to prepare your mind for the main reading, okay? Number one, what are some risks or dangers of traveling abroad? So you can think about your own answers for this one. We will not spend time here, but just quickly talking about what kind of problems or dangers do you have when you go to a foreign country to travel? Think about your answers, okay? And then let's see, maybe getting ill while abroad. Getting ill means getting sick. Illness is bilki, okay? For example, you get a fever, you get a headache, or you get a stomach ache, or other kind of bilki illness. That could be one risk. Another, getting lost. It's a foreign country, you don't know the where to go easily, and you might get lost on the way. You don't know the directions. Other possibility could be experiencing crime. It depends on what kind of countries you go. For example, if somebody comes to Japan as a foreign traveler, we can consider Japan as a safest country, but there are countries in the world where you kind of experience some sort of crimes. Okay, having difficulty communicating. This is the biggest problem people who travel abroad have. They cannot communicate because they don't know the language in that locality. For example, when I came to Japan in the beginning, I had problems communicating with Japanese people because I didn't know Japanese at that time. Same thing happens to other people too. Let's look at number 2. How can you prepare for a safe trip? What should you do during the trip? So what kind of precautions, what kind of suggestions you have to follow from other people, or what kind of measurements you have to take to make your trip a safe trip? And what should you do during the trip? Think about your answers. If you want to write down your answers, write down and stop the video, but I'm not asking you to stop it. Let's see. You can prepare for a safe trip by making sure your passport is not expired. Whenever you go to a foreign country, you need to show your passport. So it is not expired, means the passport has the use date, okay? Expiry is kigen, maybe. Second, by making sure your documents are in order. In order means you put the documents in the correct order. For example, you have to, at the airport, you have to show your passport, you have to show your e-ticket, then you get your boarding passes. Same thing, in order. What is number 1, what is number 2, what is number 3? That's keeping documents in order. Planning for health and hygiene needs, okay? In a foreign country, you might get sick, so you prepare for your health issues. Learning about the destination before you travel. For example, if you learn about the location before you go to that place, it is less likely that you get lost. You get lost on the way. So learn about the destination. Next, booking safe accommodation. Accommodation is the place you live. For example, a hotel or hostel, okay, or ryokan. Wherever you want to stay, that's accommodation. So you want to book a safe accommodation so that you don't get problems there. Next, being careful about what you eat and drink. You go to a new place and you get problems because of eating and drinking. So be careful. Next, you will be taking care of your belongings. Your belongings means your luggage, your passport, your bags, your backpack, your suitcases, everything, or the things that belong to you are called your belongings. Take care of them. Okay. Now let's go to the next. Next exercise is reading skill. In this lesson, you will be focusing on predicting. Predicting is guessing. Okay. Think about what you're going to read. That's called predicting. How to predict is you look at the title. For example, our title is Safe Travel. In other words, by simply looking at safe travel, you can guess what the reading would be about. Maybe the reading would be about suggestions for safe travel. Look at the title. Look at the headings and subheadings. Next, examine the image. Examine means look again at the images, pictures, and charts if there are. And always guess what might come next. Think about what comes next in the reading. In other words, predicting is a kind of skimming. Okay, what is skimming? Skimming is to read a text quickly to get the general idea of what a text is about. For example, you read the main point, you read the outline, you read the overview. How to skim a text is look at the title, headings, pictures, and first and last sentences sometimes of each paragraph. Please use this strategy when you do the reading for this lesson. Okay. Now, let's go to the next. Oh, here is an example for how to skim a text. For example, you can see the title there, first sentence, last sentence, picture, and if you have a chart, read the chart. Don't read everything when you skim a text. So this is an example how to skim a text. Look at title, first sentence, last sentence, pictures, headings, everything. This strategy you have to follow in this lesson. So let's apply that. Reading skill application. On page 26, please look at exercise A. Look at the article on page 27. Read the title, the subheadings, and the pictures. So the title is Safe Travel. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 subheadings. Check your paperwork, mind your health, pay attention, and learn about the locales. So after looking at those items, check the advice you think the article will give. Here are 7 points. So what kind of advices do you think you will get from the article? Please stop the video here and think about which ones are expressed in the article. Now, skim the text and choose your answers. Okay, I hope you have done that. You can continue the video now. Let's see. Actually, all of them, all from number 1 to number 7 are suggestions for a safe travel. But if you look at quickly, first one, learn basic phrases of the local language. That is, learn about the locals, the last heading, okay? Learn about the locals means you can learn about the language, learn about the place. Next, the reading suggests is take the dates on your passport, check your paperwork. That's the first heading, check your paperwork. And next would be keep your luggage close to you. That means pay attention to your belongings, okay? These are the main 3 points, but actually all of these are okay. All of these are good suggestions for a safe travel. Okay, good job. Let's go to talk about some vocabulary that would appear in the reading. First one is precautions. Precautions is a measure, it needs to be space, a measure taken in advance to secure good results, okay? You prepare something so that you get a good result. That's precautions. Next is departure. Departure is the action of leaving, especially to start a journey. For example, your train departs at 10:30 or your flight departs at 11:40. That's what departure means. Expire, as you saw in the previous slide, make sure your passport is not expired. To come to the end of the period of validity, okay? Your passport can expire, or medicines do have expiry date. Foods expire. Next, vulnerable. Vulnerable is exposed to the possibility of being attacked, or in other words, kind of risky. Okay, if you go to a new land where there are so many crimes, you are taking a vulnerable journey. Next, purchasing. You all know that that's buying, getting something by paying for it. Next is authorized, is having official permission or approval. For example, a government could be authorized body. Your city office is an authorized institution. Assume. Assume is to guess, to suppose something is that case. Assumption always do not have proof. Okay, you guess. Sincere is honest, free from falseness or real. You don't lie, you are sincere. Okay, think about this vocabulary, study this because these will be used in your assignment as well. Now, let's go to the main reading activity. Please read the entire passage on page 27 and complete the assignment using the Google form I sent you in the email. So in your email, you have this video link and Google form link. So please complete that assignment and you will have deadline this time. I will ask you to complete your assignment by Sunday. And when you do the reading, please pay special attention to skimming, predicting skills. In other words, check the headings, look at the picture, and you can guess a lot about the reading. I hope you will have a good time reading this passage too. And I will send you another video for next exercise next week. Good job. Good luck for this week. And see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.